August 15, 2005, James was arrested for an altercation that he had with his girlfriend. And he was taken to the downtown jail where there were 4 different altercations with 15 different officers. Where there were 4 altercations with 15 different officers. And ultimately, there was only charges pressed in the last altercation, where he was taken to the garage, where they were trying to take him into the police car to get him into a hospital because they had placed a chokehold on him. So it took 15 officers to get him into the car, which they still were not able to do. Instead, they beat him in the garage that night for about 20 minutes until they finally gave up and called EMT. During that time, there was an officer there that was arresting another inmate. And if it weren't for him, we wouldn't know half of what we do about James's case. Brian Carr filed a report that night. He did not know that James was dead. All he thought that he saw was excessive force. He didn't know ultimately James was going to be killed. He filed the report, and it's because of him that we even had an investigation. He found out days later that James was in fact brain dead, and we weren't even notified until 3 days later that James was brain dead in the hospital. After this, there were charges brought upon 5 officers, 2 of which in the end got probation. 2 of them got manslaughter. 2 years they did in jail. Well, one did 2 years, one did probation. The last one got 15 years to life. And that's only because I believe he was the fall guy in the whole situation. He took a picture of James in the hospital as James is brain dead and sent it out to everyone that night and said, look, we fucked this guy up. So it was because of that, in the end, when it came to a jury trial, that he's even in jail 15 to life, because otherwise he wouldn't be. My son was 13 when this happened, and it's been tough raising him without his dad. He won't even speak about it. He's 22 years old, and he won't even talk about his dad. He loves his dad, but he can't talk about it. This has been hell, and I hate that the Silvas have had to go through this. It's the same thing that I've had to go through. So until all this is done, I will fight with the Silvas to get as much justice as they can possibly get.